Welcome to the official Personality Guru. ISTJ Enneagram 8s are more ambitious and competitive. They have a more assertive and direct manner. However, they tend to have a quiet confidence rather than an overly aggressive demeanor. They have a tougher edge than other ISTJs. People of this type are more comfortable in leadership positions. In addition, they are natural managers and they like to work in environments where there is a clear hierarchy. While most ISTJs are goal-oriented, ISTJ Enneagram 8s are especially so. They're always looking for ways to get ahead and they're very driven. However, their competitive nature can sometimes make them seem arrogant and they can have a hard time losing. In addition, their drive to succeed can lead them to be ruthless at times. But ISTJ Enneagram 8s are also quick thinkers and they're very good at problem solving on the fly. Today, we're going to take a look at how ISTJ personality and Enneagram Type 8. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the official Personality Guru and ring the bell icon to get regular updates on our latest uploads. And if you like this video, click the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. ISTJs are realists who perceive things and people clearly, without being overly optimistic. At their best, they're practical skeptics who are comfortable holding and sharing unorthodox, unpopular views. ISTJs may be overly skeptical and suspicious, and they may have difficulty trusting others. At their worst, they can struggle to make new friends and socialize, and have a hard time showing affection and admiration for others. Type 8s are assertive, competitive, and like a good challenge. At their best, they are bold and confident leaders who are willing to take unpopular action. Type 8s may be overly proud, boisterous, and willing to manipulate others to achieve their goals. At their worst, they can be narcissistic, overly focused on their own needs, and lack empathy for others. One aspect that ISTJs like you and many Type 8s have in common is your relative comfort around interpersonal conflict and disagreements. Both ISTJs and Type 8s are both likely to focus on their own point of view and goals, even if it leads to some interpersonal tension. One important difference between you and most Type 8s is in your relative assertiveness or passivity in social situations. Like many ISTJs, you're often the more passive, reserved side of the spectrum. In some cases, this is a part of a complement to Type 8's more dominant assertive style, and the two of you can make an effective team. However, you may find that you need to put extra effort into making your opinions heard when working with Type 8s. ISTJs have a tendency to be quiet and inhibited. Compared to most people, they can easily drift into gloom and melancholy. They see the glass as half empty and have a more skeptical outlook and a hesitant approach to life. For better or worse, ISTJs tend to notice the negatives in most situations. In stressful times, they're more likely to withdraw quietly and retreat inward, rather than share their frustration with others. Type 8s tend to be energetic and enthusiastic across most situations. They take on new challenges with excitement, confidence, and a sense of adventure. Type 8s are usually more optimistic than most people, and they generally feel like they can handle what life throws at them. As with most ISTJs, you tend to be more reserved, inhibited, and quiet than most Type 8s. Between the two of you, you're more likely to need more personal space, solitude, and time to decompress. While you can tolerate long periods of calm and quiet, your Type 8 counterparts often craves more engagement and excitement. In the best cases, a Type 8 can pull you out of your comfort zone and get you out into this world. While your quiet nature helps to balance out their intensity, another difference between ISTJs and Type 8s in their typical emotional valence or their tendencies towards positive and negative emotions. You and most ISTJs tend to fall on the more negative side. Compared to most Type 8s, you and most ISTJs typically experience more negative emotions like sadness, worry, frustration, and impatience. Type 8s have the opposite pattern and they tend to gravitate towards positive emotions like enthusiasm, joy, and contentment. These emotional differences can be subtle, but they may color how ISTJs and Type 8s process new information. You and most ISTJs are quicker to see the negatives and consider what could go wrong, while Type 8s might receive the same news with excitement and optimism. ISTJs are practical realists. They focus on building practical skills and essential knowledge and are less likely to spend time learning for learning's sake. In addition, they usually value conventional, tangible accomplishments over artistic expression and barely feel compelled to develop a creative outlet. Type 8s are usually highly effective, efficient thinkers, capable of processing large amounts of complex information and distilling it down to its most useful elements. They're pragmatic and grounded and prefer to apply their knowledge to conventional, practical pursuits. Like most ISTJs, you are less interested in learning purely for learning's sake. Compared to Type 8s, you'd prefer to focus on the essentials and the practical issues at hand, while your Type 8 counterpart typically wants to dig deeper and understand the bigger picture. In conversations, you may find that your Type 8 partner often gets caught up in theoretical or abstract details and you need to bring them back down to earth. Likewise, ISTJs and Type 8s share an appreciation for practical, tangible accomplishments over artistic expression. ISTJs and Type 8s are both likely to embrace conventional ways of thinking, and both types are more skeptical of eccentric or unusual approaches to solving problems. ISTJ 8 Wing 7 are tough people with the ability to relax. This makes them more balanced than other ISTJs. While they put their goals first, this personality type also makes time for pleasure and other exciting activities. This is down to their wing. ISTJ 8 Wing 7 have great ideas and want to be successful because they are ISTJs and Type 8s. Staying true to the course is much easier. Type 8 is not the most popular Enneagram type for ISTJs. That title goes to Type 1. While this is true, Type 8 is possible for some reason. First, Type 1 and Type 8 want the same thing but try to get it differently. Both types are also in the anger triad. How about you as an ISTJ personality and Enneagram Type 8? What are the information about you that you would like to share aside of course from what we have mentioned? Be sure to watch until the end and share your experience for a chance to have your comment pinned. The ISTJ personality is all about fulfilling their honorable duties. The ISTJ is a very hardworking and dedicated type. They're very responsible and are one of the backbones of many societies. They strive to do their best and uphold traditions and beliefs that have gotten their families and communities through many generations. The ISTJ can be a bit of a traditionalist, which makes them quite stubborn and resistant to change. This can be a problem if they are not able to adapt to the changing world around them. However, the ISTJ is smart enough to grasp how things are moving and will likely be intelligent enough to survive whatever setbacks or changes they experience. Before we continue, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the official Personality Guru for more amazing videos. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to stay updated with our content. ISTJs may need to recognize that others are not as reliable and steadfast as them, and allow some flexibility and compassion to others that can't reach or attain their high standards. The Enneagram Type 8 is all about being assertive. The Enneagram Type 8 wants to enjoy the world and understand how to become the best they can be in order to provide for themselves and others. They could come across as a bit too domineering to some, but they will likely learn how to balance this trait.